With the new year come new rules on medical marijuana in Kentucky. It's still not legal in the Commonwealth, but folks with certain medical conditions will be allowed to bring it back from other states where it is legal. But what does that look like? Focus investigator John Charlton explores why there are concerns about the road this is going down.
Thanks to the governor's executive order, starting New Year's Day, any Kentuckian certified to buy marijuana for medical purposes from a state where it's already legal will be pardoned from any prosecution for possession. That possession could be no more than 8 ounces. However, the vision of how the state will oversee things, at least for now, may not appear to be very clear.
My funding is primarily through the National Institutes of Health.
At the University of Cincinnati, at its Health Sciences building,
We publish in academic journals.
Dr. Latrice Montgomery and her research over 4 years
I wasn't seeing as many studies as I thought I would see.
has been the kind of research that's been lacking.
It is.
A clinical psychologist and scholar of addiction,
This is a lecture that I typically give.
with an emphasis now on marijuana.
Most of my work is primarily focused on recreational cannabis use, and then recently when medical marijuana was legalized here in Ohio, I kind of switched over and started focusing on medical marijuana as well.
Medical marijuana became public in Ohio in 2019,
Most people are reporting that it really helps.
and Ohio has very strict standards.
I think they've done a good job in terms of putting processes together.
So when she saw Kentucky's governor signed an executive order
What we're trying to do is take a measured step to help those that are struggling.
to allow Kentuckians certified with at least one of 21 medical conditions to bring back marijuana bought legally in another state, Dr. Montgomery wasn't completely sold. Do you think Kentucky has structured this properly?
I personally don't think so, just because there are so many issues.
She says the real issue is with the executive order itself.
I'm like, wow, there's no sort of tracking.
The order only requires sick Kentuckians to keep a receipt, as Governor Andy Beshear recently readdressed with our Isaiah Kim Martinez.
It's really important that the person that's seeking relief keeps that paperwork, because our law enforcement will have a palm card where basically they go through that checklist. Can you show me the receipt of where you purchased it?
No requirement to provide receipts to the state so that it can keep tabs on where medical marijuana is being bought, what's being bought, how much is being bought, and how often it's being bought.
130?
Do you think maybe they should be uploading that receipt to a state database?
Yes.
So that they can track it and keep an account of it?
Yes, that's what I'm a huge advocate of, is just tracking everything, because I think it would help for us to know, first, how many people are actually being affected by this.
Dr. Montgomery also points out that the order states doctors in Kentucky only diagnose the allowable medical conditions. They can't actually prescribe or at least officially recommend cannabis.
They would just be saying, oh yes, this person has PTSD, they're good to go.
Mixing prescribed drugs with marijuana concerns Dr. Montgomery. And what is the reaction overall, good or bad? The governor's office didn't answer our questions on whether the state will track that, nor the question on what will be done for those who can't afford to buy medical marijuana, let alone afford to travel to get it. So do you feel like people in Kentucky that would be on this list of conditions that would be approved, there's going to be quite a few people left behind?
I think so, absolutely, because we're seeing it here in Ohio. Even here, where we have many different dispensaries here within Ohio, that's still an issue. So I can only imagine having to travel out of state to get it.
Dr. Montgomery says Ohio is still evolving with medical marijuana. She expects the same in Kentucky, especially with its out-of-state purchases. John Charlton, WHS 11, on your side.